Welcome back to the fourth match of day one of the fan code Emirates D10 2024, powered by 7 districts. It's going to be Sharjah versus Fujairah, second game for Sharjah in the day. They won the last game convincingly eventually, and this is live from 7 District Stadium in Ajman. They're going to fight it out against Fujairah this time around in the last match of the day, match number 4. And this is going to be an interesting encounter in the D50. Fujairah were really good and they were victorious. But can they repeat the same feat against Sharjah in this match as well? Because that was the final that was played at the D50, Sharjah versus Fujairah. So it's another chance for Sharjah to prove that they can outplay Fujairah. And the same goes for Fujairah as well. Well, it's time for the toss for this final match. And for that, we have Shoaib Ahmed down there with the two captains and our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar. So let's take it there.
It's time to flip the coin for the last game of the day at the Emirates D10 2024. It's Sharjah taking on Fujairah. I've got the men to my left for Sharjah. We've got Khalid Shah. For Fujairah, we have Azharuddin Qureshi. And on to my extreme left is our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. The home side today is Sharjah yet again. So Khalid, flip the coin. Heads is the call.
It is tails.
Tails it is. So Khalid, congratulations again. Won the toss. What do you want to do and why?
We are going to bowl first, looking out at our bowling lineup and batting lineup as well. I think we can chase anywhere target somewhere around 100, 110, 20. So it would be a good toss to win, yeah.
Change in strategy. First time you won earlier today, you decided to bat. Now you're deciding to bowl.
Well, it was a first match and we wanted to see some batting order, how to utilize the same batting order in the next games. Keeping that thing in mind, that's the reason why I batted first in the first game. Second one, obviously, both quality side, defending champions of D50 as well. So yeah, bowling first, that's the reason why we're going to bowl first.
Any changes to your playing 11?
Yeah, Khuzaima Tanveer is back in the squad and Imran misses out now.
All the best.
Thank you.
Azhar, what were you looking to do if you had won the toss?
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Yeah, we were thinking to bowl first. Looking at the wicket, it's been 3 games already, so thought of bowling first as well. But nonetheless, losing a toss, it's fair enough.
Tell us, you won the D50. It's a good thing because you will want to take that momentum coming into this tournament as well.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, that being a champion of one of the format, which is very important format for all the UAE cricketers, and coming from that, we having a confidence. So yeah, looking forward for this new format D10.
Again, talking about D10 as a format for your team, what do you think would be the changes that would be required in your side?
I mean, I don't think so. We should have too much of changes. We did not do too much of changes. Whoever wanted to go, they have gone. And then we have seen whatever we are left with, and especially we are looking at the youngsters. So we want to keep the young side. We want to, expose the youngster to this format as well, so that they understand the importance of how to take the pressure.
Now batting first, what do you think should be a good score to defend in the second?
Looking at the last 3 games, anything above 100, 110, it should be the par score looking at this wicket.
All the best.
Yes, thank you.
Right, so the news is that Sharjah have won the all-important toss, and this time they have decided to bowl first.
So you heard it from Shoaib Ahmed and the two captains. Sharjah has a change in their strategy. They decided to bat first in the first game, and now they have decided to bowl first. Joining me in the combox is Odi. So Odi, let's take a quick look at the two lineups here.
Thank you very much, Faizan. Let's have a look at the lineup of Fujairah. Starting off with Adib Usmani, a very explosive batsman, Afaq Shahid, Ashwant Walthapa, Azharuddin Qureshi, Matiullah, the express speedster, Mayank Chaudhary, Mohammad Shahzad, Sabir Ali, Sanchit Sharma makes a comeback in the team, Shival Bawa and Tanish Suri.
Well, talking about the Sharjah unit, couple of changes there. Ayan Afzal Khan, Chirag Suri still playing in the side, and it's good to see him back at the D level. There's Farhan Khan, Irfan Muhammad, Khalid Shah, the captain of the side. Khuzaima Tanveer comes into the side. Mohammad Rohit Bangash still there. Rojit, the man of the match in the first game. Rojit Ganesh. Shahid Bhutta is still there. Uzair Haider and Zahoor Khan. That is the team for Sharjah. And once again, the news from the middle is that Sharjah won the toss and they've elected to bowl first. Two very strong sides coming against each other. Odi, in this particular game? What are your expectations from both these sides here?
Well, I believe we're expecting to have an absolute blockbuster. We witnessed 3 games earlier on in the evening, but they were all a pretty much one-sided affairs rather. But this one promised to be an absolute thriller. Fujairah, on paper, is very strong. They've got a very strong batting lineup, and they're going to be facing against the light of Sharjah, where they have very quality bowlers. So for me, it's going to be the bowlers of Sharjah versus the batters of Fujairah.
Well, absolutely. That's one way to look at it. And also, very interestingly, Shoaib Ahmed was talking about the momentum being taken forward by Fujairah into this game because they beat Sharjah at the finals of the D50. But I personally believe that this is a very different ball game. Well, literally, it's just a 10-over game. It's 1/5 the size of the game that we saw in that last competition where Fujairah came out victorious. So a couple of good overs here and there, and things might change a lot for both the sides. And that is the beauty of a T10 game. You know, you can bowl 8 good overs and you can give away 40 in just 2 overs, and the game is taken away from you. And that is why I love the excitement of this game, the D10 that is happening at the 7 District Stadium here at Ajman.
Well, absolutely spot on there is Faizan. The margin of the error is rather very minimal. You have to be very disciplined with your line and lengths. You can't be offering any width to the opening batsmen here.
Well, the idea is not to do too much. Don't think too much. Don't try to do too much. Play the ball on its merit. And the basics of the game remain the same. Doesn't matter it's a 10-over game or a 50-over game. So you need to keep the basics right, and that's the first plan for any side. We saw Sagar Kalyan trying a little too much in the last match. Couldn't get ball on bat. And we saw Taimur Ali rather, scoring a half-century with some good shots towards the end of the innings. So you don't need to think about doing too much. You need to play the ball on its merit. And for the bowler as well, you need to bowl it in the right areas. You have to mix it up just a little bit more compared to a D50, say for example, but you need to keep the basics right. Let's play, says the umpire, and the Fujairah batters are out there, and the Sharjah bowlers are going to begin the proceedings. Here we go. First ball right on the money. This is the basic that I was talking about. A shy at the stumps, hitting the batter. A single to start the proceedings.
Yeah, this is an excellent start. Right on the money. Just pitching it up, and an excellent line. So you have to be very precise when you're bowling with the new ball. We know that the new ball does tend to swing, and of course, the man on your screen, Farhan, he does have the tendency or the knack of making the new ball talk.
Yeah, he has a high arm action, and we've seen the ball do some talking under the lights. Will it continue doing so? That is to be seen, because the first ball was right on the money. Didn't do much in the air or off the wicket. I think the ground staff has done a very, very good job to roll the wicket as well. That's very poor. That's very, very poor. And not a great take from Khalid as well. I think his feet were stuck. He didn't stretch much. Eventually doing well to stop it from going over the boundary ropes. Couple of easy runs there.
Yeah, that was a wayward delivery. Just kept on going away from that keeper. It seems like he just did a bit of damage to his fingers, but nonetheless a good stop. Might have just gone away for those 5 wides.
I think Khalid is a brilliant keeper. He hasn't shown that today in the first game and this game. He's a brilliant player, Khalid Shah. Look at that. This time covered it well, Khalid. He's very agile in the field. One of the safest fielders as well when he's not keeping. So it's a little unusual to see him not grabbing at the ball properly, cleanly.
Yeah, it's good to see him back with the glove work. Usually is a regular wicket keeper. We haven't seen him lately with the glove work, but it's good to see him back to his original position, keeping.
He's a very good cricketer, Khalid Shah. A very good captain as well for Sharjah, if you ask me. Nicely bowled, up and over. Khalid cannot reach to it. This is a lucky boundary.
Well, that wasn't that all a bad delivery by Farhan. Just getting that extra gas and going for that wild hoik. Getting a lot of bat on that and a streaky way to get his first boundary.
Yeah, it was a nothing shot. Going across the line of the ball. Feet going nowhere. In a tangled position. His front foot was in front of his back foot. So you need to clear the front leg if you want to hit towards mid-wicket. That was not a good shot. But Tanisuri getting 4 runs nonetheless. He's shown that he has got a lot of talent, Tanish Suri. In the D50, he was prolific for Fujairah. So was Mayank Chaudhary, mind you. Both these players were very, very good at the D50 level. Can they replicate that kind of form in this format? That is to be seen yet. Another single.
Mayank is yet to face any ball. He's now going to take strike. Well, it's a very tricky format, Faizan. When you're batting first, you know you've got these 60 deliveries to bat on. And what happens is, when you play this format, you tend to hit too many shots too early on. And you try to slog every delivery. And that is where you start losing wickets and you put that extra pressure on your team.
Absolutely. Oh, swing in the air. And a big swing off the bat. Somebody's getting underneath and drops it. Oh my goodness me. Rohit Bangash has dropped a dolly here. This is very, very poor. Very ordinary from Sharjah. He cannot believe it. So can we in the combox.
Well, this could be very costly. That was an absolute dolly. You don't want to be dropping Mayank Chaudhary so early in the innings. That was right in his hands and he's dropped an absolute sitter here, Faizan.
I don't have words for this drop. I feel for the bowler. That was a very good delivery. It was an outswinger. It was a quick ball as well in the right area. Induced the false shot and then, oh, look at that now. One drop and one brilliant take. Either side of the wicket. Ayan Afzal Khan this time around, he wouldn't drop it. And the first wicket down. Mayank Chaudhary departs after getting a life.
Well, it's all happening in the middle. Very good delivery and what an excellent take. Just flying high and has taken an absolute stunner. So first wicket has fallen down in the form of Mayank Chaudhary.
That statement, plucking it out of thin air, was made for this catch. Mayank Chaudhary departs for naught. Good start for Sharjah. 1 over out. It's 8 for 1. Rohit Bangash coming into bowl the second over here. He dropped Mayank Chaudhary or not. And he would have been relieved when he was plucked out of thin air by Ayan Afzal Khan. Start to the over. Good one. Wideish delivery given wide by the umpire. The umpires are very harsh. Anything outside those lines, those markers that are made for the umpires. It was touch and go if you ask me.
Yeah, the umpires, they've been spot on with their decisions today. And once again, I think that was just going away. And it was outside that tram line. I think that was a right call by the umpire.
Oh, beautiful delivery. Hitting the pads. I think it was missing the leg stump. It was curving in just a little bit. Might have pitched just outside the leg stump also. So a good call coming in from the umpire. But a good start to the over from Bangash. Touch and go again.
Yeah, that was a terrific delivery straight away by Rohit. And he's getting that ball to curve in towards that right-hander. And what makes it more special for this bowler that the ball tends to come late towards that right-hander. So that makes it very difficult.
And he also generates some pace off the wicket as well. When he bowls back of the length, he gets some purchase of the wicket, some kick from the surface. Very good bowler. One of my favorite bowlers in the tournament. Oh, commentator's curse at its very best. Khalid Shah also at his very best, mind you. He certainly saved 4 wides here.
Yeah, that was brilliant glove work behind the stumps. Rohit just not getting the directions right on that occasion, just drifting it towards those pads. and could have easily gone for 5 extras. So the positive sign here for Rohit is that he's getting the ball to swing in towards the right-hander. And both these batters, they'll have to be a bit careful. Usually he's very spot on with this new ball.
If he can bowl one that holds the line outside off. That one. That is the one that I was talking about. He does that to you. He bowls a couple of in-dippers and then one goes away from you as a right-hander. I think it was important in the first few overs to take a slip for Rohit Bangash.
Well, absolutely. They could afford to do that. They've already picked up a wicket in the very first over. And we usually don't see in a T10 format the captains opting to go for a slip. But when the ball is moving around, jagging around, why not?
Yeah, just for 2-3 balls of an over. Why not? Maybe a false shot, because the batters are looking for that extra space that has been created by bringing the slip in. So they're looking for their shots. So maybe it might do a trick or two. Another single taken this time around by Tanesh Suri. Not convincing. That was edged to short third. Very good start for Rohit. Couple of wides, mind you. But he's given just 2 runs off the bat in his first 3 deliveries. 12 for 1. 1.3 overs gone. Good start for Sharjah. This is up in the air. Somebody's getting underneath. Can they catch it this time? They do. Farhan is the man who does the catching and makes it look more spectacular with that backflip that he did.
Well, this is terrific bowling we're witnessing from Rohit. Once again, a beautiful delivery and just not going anywhere. Tanesh Suri hitting it straight up in the air and an easy catch taken here. Well, another wicket goes down in the second over. Not a very ideal start here by Fujairah.
Absolutely, they are 12 for 2, but I have a word or two about the catch as well. We'll get to it in a bit. Adi Usmani, one of the favorites of my co-commentator, Hodi, coming into bat. Well, I would love to take a look at that catch once again. 4 balls into the over, he's picked up a wicket, given away just 4 runs and a yorker to start proceedings with. Very well played, beautifully timed as well. This is rolling towards the fence. And good work on the boundary. They'll take 3 though. Good running between the wickets. A weak throw, making sure there were 3 runs there. So I'd love to take a look at the catch once again, because it was not comfortably taken by Farhan. He was grabbing at the ball while he was falling down. He was lucky that he could grab it just at the last moment. Look at that catch. This is in the air for a long time to get underneath it. Look at that. Grabbing onto the ball, taking it the Australian way eventually, and making sure he held on to it with that somersault. A reverse somersault, if you will, to making it look more spectacular. End of the over. Just 7 of it. 2 overs gone. Sharjah on top. 15 for 2. Already a drop and couple of catches taken in this innings for Sharjah. One of them a very good one from Ayan Afzal Khan. This man has taken a catch as well, and he's come here to pick up a wicket. And if he can do that, that would be very, very special for Sharjah. Oh, overthrows. Poor, very poor. And directed. Might have had the man. Good backing up eventually from Suri. Good ground covered by Chirag Suri. Needs some stretching right away. Yeah, he hasn't played a lot of cricket in the recent past, Chirag Suri. One of my favorite batters in the day. He is a great batter at the D50 level, especially. Had it hit, he was gone for all money.
Well, no coordination whatsoever amongst the two batters. They'll have to be very careful from here onwards. They've already lost a couple of wickets and another wicket from here onwards. And this is going to be troubles for Fujairah.
Absolutely. Oh, beautiful. That was a Jaffa. Usually, if it's swinging in the air, you can cover the swing. But when it seems off the wicket like that, it becomes very difficult, unplayable. And look at where Khalid takes it. Great ball from Farhan. Talking about Chirag Suri once again. Yeah, it's great to see such a stalwart of UAE cricket being back, playing at the D level. It's good to see that. I'd love to see him score a few. Very stylish bat, Chirag Suri.
Oh, nice delivery once again. Has he got an outside edge? Loud appeal. And they're running for it. But this could be out. Oh, what have you done here? You've literally just thrown away your wicket.
And it's Suri once again in the picture. You just can't take him out. He was running for nothing. I think it was Afaq. The ball had gone straight to glove. Look at that. Look at Afaq. He was running for nothing. For absolute nothing. This is very, very poor and good backing up once again from Chirag Suri. Getting to the ball, making sure he gets that run out. Fujairah in tatters. They're 3 wickets down now with just 17 on board. Afaq departs for 1.
Well, this is terrific start here from Team Sharjah. And Fujairah under a lot of trouble here. Already lost the 3rd wicket and we're just into the 3rd over here.
Nicely bowled again. Ashwant Valthapa is the new batter. And could have been trouble had it been someone else other than Zahoor. He is not the quickest fielder around. Had there been someone else, it would have been trouble for Fujairah once again. But I think good thinking, good call from Adib Usmani as well. He realized that it was Zahoor Khan who was slowly coming onto the ball, not attacking it. So there was always a chance for a run there.
Well, there's a lot of miscommunication in the middle. And that last delivery, that form of run out, well, I've seen that happening when you need just a couple of runs or 1 run on the last delivery of the game. But that was a rare sight. It was a good delivery, he got beaten, and the runner just kept running.
That was ridiculous running between the wickets, mind you. That was brain freeze moment for the non-striker. You have to be aware about the game. Ashwant Valthapa, nice looking uppercut. Straight to 3rd. They're running for 2 here. Good running between the wickets. Very good running between the wickets. Khalid is not happy with this fielder. Couple of runs taken to end the over. It's 3 overs gone. The score is at 22 for the loss of 3. Ashwant Walthapa on 3 of 2. Adib Usmani, he was prolific in the D50, 6 of 5. He's a very good batter, mind you. And Ashwant Walthapa used to be a wicket-keeper batter. Now is a proper all-rounder. He's a spinner, converted into a spinner from a wicket-keeper. And he's been doing well. This is up and over. Oh, beautiful shot. What a shot. This is the shot of the day for me. It was hit on the up. Nothing wrong with the ball. But he has hit it masterfully for a 6.
Well, that was a tremendous strike. It was in his area, and have a look at that flow of the blade. Well, this is beautiful stuff. Never try to hit it too hard, just the sublime timing, and that is gone for a huge maximum.
And it's a pretty big ground, the 7 District Stadium. This oval is pretty big, I can tell you that. What a shot. As straight as they come, hitting it on the up, trusting the bounce. This is up and over. Again, the keeper cannot do anything about it. It was a poor delivery from Rohit Bangash. And a 6 and a 4 to start the over.
Well, Ashwant, he's decided he's going to deal in boundaries. Not a good delivery. Banged in shot and just use the pace of the bowler. Well, no stopping that. Getting another boundary. So this is good aggressive intent shown right away by Ashwant.
Yeah, good batting this from Ashwant Walthapa. Brilliant all-rounder Ashwant. He's a very good bowler as well. Bowls more like Rashid Khan style of bowling. Very fast through his run-up. Then uses the momentum to change his pace, to control his pace on the ball. And with the bat, he can do some tricks that he's doing right now. Good running between the wickets as well. We've seen an urgency come in since the time Ashwant Walthapa has joined Adib Usmani.
Well, absolutely, Faizan, and that is what you want to see. Well, Ashwant, he's hit that maximum, and he's playing really well.
Well, this is the 7 District Stadium where the match is happening right now. They are also the powered by sponsors, 7 Districts. They've been doing quite a lot for the game of cricket, for the development of domestic cricket in the UAE. They have their own club as well, and that club has been doing very well across all the domestic games in the UAE. This is very well played. Uppercut. Brilliant. Just letting the ball come on to the bat. Minimal movement and using the pace of the bowler to get a boundary here.
Well, this is brilliant stuff here. It was banged in shot once again and just guiding it towards that third man. And this is turning out to be a very expensive over, and that is what was required.
Absolutely brilliant game going on at the 7 Districts Cricket Club ground here in Ajman. Look at that in the background. 7 Districts. So they play Division A and B. They have 2 teams. Oh, beautifully played. Oh, what a shot. Reminded me of Robin Uthappa right from the word go. Well, Adib is turning into a walking assassin himself. 4 more.
This is magnificent striking, fuller delivery. Well, that is his area. You don't want to be bowling him there. That is screamed away towards the boundary. No stopping that. This is some counter punch now coming in from Team Fujairah.
What an over this. 3 boundaries and a 6. 19 runs of the over. You don't see those figures against Rohit's name usually. And mind you, this is the second over that he's bowling. In the first match, he was stopped after bowling his first over and then came in and bowled in the last over of the innings. But this time it's another wide. So 20 runs of the over already. It's 41 for 3 now after 3.5. And now the run rate is looking pretty decent. Adib Usmani has shown some great shots. One towards third, the other one towards extra cover. Ashwant Walthapa hit the first 6 of the match also. Up and over, beautifully played. That was the shot of the day, frankly. And after that, he hit a 4 as well. Streaky, but 4 nonetheless. And again, nicely played. A lot of people will tell you this was an edge. It wasn't. He opened the face of the blade just a little bit while on contact with the ball. And it goes to the boundary for a mammoth 24 runs over.
Yeah, spot on there, Faizan. That was deliberately played towards that third man region. Excellent batting here, and has got a very big over here for Fujairah. 45 for the loss of 3 in 4.
So change in bowling now. Khuzaima coming into bowl for the 5th over. 2 good overs from Farhan. 1 good over from Rohit Bangaj and 1 very ordinary over for him. 24 runs were scored in that last over. Both the premier fast bowlers have finished their spells. And Khuzaima is another fast bowler coming into bowl here. Bowls really well, bowled well at the D50 level as well. Can he replicate that? Oh no, poor start. Unlucky Ashwant Walthapa. Hit it straight to the fielder.
Yeah, very unfortunate for the batter. He could have easily got that finder and got his boundary.
Chirag Suri, the man who's making his comeback there. On your screen. I'm very interested to see him bat because he hasn't batted in a long time now. So it would be very interesting to see his fitness level, his batting acumen. Is it at the same level that it used to be? Cricket is one game where if you don't practice much, it's not like cycling, say for example. In case of cycling, you would remember how to balance the bicycle. But with cricket, it's a very different game. Nicely played straight to the fielder again. Another single here. You need to be in touch with the game. Your hand-eye coordination needs to be perfect. Your reaction time slows down when you don't play much. So it would be very interesting to see how he fares at this tournament.
Well, absolutely, Faizan. I completely agree with you on there. You need to have a lot of practice, a lot of net sessions. You need to have match practice as well. Well, Chirag Suri is one of the prolific batsmen. It's great to see him back in the field.
Oh, again, straight to the fielder, Zahoor there. Another single taken. This is turning out to be a good over from Khuzaima. 3 balls, 3 singles. The momentum was with Fujairah before this over. He's brought it down just a little bit towards Sharjah now. Inside, lucky there. Ashwant Walthapa. This partnership is looking good. 19 of 9 for Adib Usmani, who's going to be on strike. 16 of 7 for Ashwant Walthapa. They need to bring it back just a little bit in this over. This is up in the air. Gone, is it? Oh no! Drops in no man's land. Lucky Adib Usmani. Unlucky Khuzaima.
Well, Adib will be taking a sigh of relief. That could have easily ballooned in the air and gone straight to the throat of the fielder. Excellent delivery. Just bowling that slower. Excellent variation and a very narrow escape for Adib Usmani here, Faizan.
Good over this though. Just 4 singles of the first 4 balls. Needs to finish well, Khuzaima. Yorker, nicely bowled, nicely played as well. Couple of runs. No, just a single. Good fielding, good cricket overall. Nice ball, nice shot and a good bit of fielding. Wonderful. This is what D10 is all about. With that, it's 50 up for the loss of 3 for Fujairah.
Well, they're going along very nicely after a faulty start. They lost early 3 wickets, but how well these two have batted. Got that huge over where they scored 24 runs, and that is what you love to see. You can always come back in the game in this format.
Last ball on the pads. Unlucky. Unlucky Adib Usmani. He could have hit it anywhere. Went straight to the fielder. Given leg byes by the umpire. That finishes the over. A good one. Just 6 of it. It's 5 overs gone. 51 for 3 now.
Ayan Afzal Khan coming into the attack for Sharjah. So the first sign of spin Fujairah were rocking a bit earlier, but this partnership has just stabilized things. Adib Usmani batting beautifully, 20 off 11. Ashwant also playing his role. Ayan Afzal Khan, a crucial couple of overs coming up. Heave towards mid-wicket. Not quite attacking the ball there was Rojit, and Ayan Afzal Khan giving him a bit of an earful. But this match is very finely balanced at the moment, as Shoaib Ahmed joins me in the comm box. Good evening, Shoaib.
Good evening, Ahmed. Yeah, you rightly pointed out, evenly poised. They've got runs on the board. They've lost 3 wickets as well, so Sharjah will also feel they have a chance of pulling things back in their favour. But this partnership is crucial for Fujairah. It's straight down the ground, but will only get a single.
Yeah, the matchup does favour the left-hand batter on this occasion. So Ashwant rightly looking to be aggressive against Ayan Afzal Khan. This man on screen has batted beautifully, been very impressive, Adib Usmani. That's what he's always looked to do against the spinners. Use his feet, get to the pitch of the ball.
Nicely bowled by Ayan as well. He realised that Adib is looking to use his feet, so pulls his length back a bit. Bowls it away from Adib Usmani, who's looked good, especially against Rohit. He played some really beautiful shots and has gained confidence. A juicy full toss, catches the call. Will land short of Rohit at fine leg, so they will scamper through for a run.
They're trying to be a bit too cute there, Ashwant. If he had connected with some real momentum, that would have been an easy boundary. Instead, just wanted to paddle it and miss the fielder. Mistiming the ball. Ayan Afzal Khan, great over so far. Right in the block hole was that sound delivery. They've called for 2, and these two are very quick between the wickets. Great running.
A good over so far from Ayan. He's not conceded a boundary. Yes, they've taken singles, but I think Ayan will be happy to just concede singles, then giving away boundaries. Goes full this time to Adib. Holds it in the block hole, and great running between the wickets.
A very pace-heavy attack it is for Sharjah, so he plays a big role. And an excellent over comes to an end. Only 7 runs off it. 58 for 3. So Shahid Bhutta, the fast bowler, coming into the attack. He bowled a really sharp spell in the first game they played against Emirates Blues. Let's see how he goes about it in the floodlights. Slow delivery bowled into the pitch and swung away towards mid-wicket. And so far, you have to credit Sharjah. They've done a good job in the last 2 or 3 overs to protect the boundaries.
Especially that last over of Ayan bowled well, and now they'll want to have a few silent overs. That is what is going to put pressure on Adib and Ashwant, and that might just induce a false shot from either of the two. 60 on the board, 6 overs. If they have wickets in hand, if they play until the 8th over, they will have then that license to just go berserk in the last 12 deliveries and try and get to 120.
Oh, absolutely. It's been a good partnership between this pair. Running hard between the wickets. But they've just slowed down a touch. Wonderful shot through extra cover. Stand and deliver. And smoked through extra cover for 4.
Well, what a shot that is from Adib. Just so wonderful to watch. Just relying and believing in the true bounce of the wicket. He's got a great mind to assess the conditions and the way the ball is coming onto the bat. He's not afraid to just place and time the ball so very well. It's gone for 4 runs. Absolutely cracking shot there from Adib Usmani. Let's look at that again. We can put that on loop and just watch it over and over again. Stand and just deliver and place that in the gap for 4 runs.
Yeah, that's a boundary in any format of cricket, be it Test, One Day, T20, D10, whatever you want to call it. And, well, the idea was right, but just couldn't quite execute that ramp.
This is something, I think this is one area where he could improve as a batter, to try and utilize the entire 360 degree of the cricket field. And I'm sure he'll get better, because he's very strong using his feet and through the covers. But that is something there where he's not very confident. And that was evident in that shot. You could see that he wanted to play that. Gets his eyes off the ball pretty soon. And that's why he's not able to get the connection right.
Yeah, it did feel like that shot was alien to him. Attempted Yorker off the pads and cannoning onto the stumps. Wretched luck for Adib Usmani, but Shahid Bhutta strikes.
Well, he'll take that, and I think that's a good ball to be bowling and targeting to the stumps. Yeah, gets that almost a Yorker, low full toss, and a little bit of bad luck for Adib Usmani. But a very entertaining innings from him comes to an end. Has shown his class in this shortest format of the game. Scored 31 runs of 19 deliveries as he makes that walk back to the dugout. Fujairah are 64 for 4.
Another excellent all-rounder coming in, Mohammad Shahdad. Bowls that quickish leg break off the wrong foot. And a quality batter in his own right. But they need some quick runs here. The Sharjah bowlers have just been chipping away, taking those wickets at regular intervals. Pace on once again. Shahid Bhutta, one of the quickest bowlers we have in the UAE. He's certainly in that 138, 142 kind of range, so can be difficult to get away, and he's bowled a pretty good over. The wicket was slightly lucky, no doubt, off the foot of Adib Usmani onto the stumps, but he's been very miserly, very accurate, and he certainly has that enforcer's role here for Sharjah. And Fujairah have just fallen behind a touch. Ashwant is still out there though. Decent knock played from him so far. Third man in the circle for Shahid Bhutta. And they've taken fielders deep on the onside. Long on. Deep mid wicket, deep square leg. Late change in the field. The mid-off has come up. And the third man drops back again. So perhaps he's been told just to bowl full and straight. Nothing back of a length. Oh, attempted slow delivery gone wrong, and Khalid Shah, he's been pretty busy behind the stumps today, Shoaib.
Yes, and he's done a good job with the gloves. So he's the captain has to lead from the front, walk the talk, and he's done that. He's put his body on the line. He's not been afraid to dive around this one too, down the leg side, and that's good technique. Getting his body behind the ball, even if there's an awkward bounce, you still can stop the ball. So he's done well.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming that he's become the leader of the Sharjah team. Sliced behind square, beautiful shot, but there is protection. Uzair Haidarman shuffling quickly and gets the throw away quickly as well. Nicely done, a good over from Shahid Bhutta. Fujairah just up against it a little bit, 67 for 4. Well, the Fujairah batting scorecard tells us a story. No big score in the top three. Everybody falling in single digits. And Adib Usmani alongside Ashwant with the rescue act. And it does look like they are a bit light on the batting here, Shoaib.
Also no Junaid Siddiqui in that playing 11 for Fujairah. So the bowling also lacks a punch. It'll be interesting how they gel and come up together as a unit. The Fujairah side. Zahoor Khan meanwhile comes into bowl around the wicket and starts off with his vintage signature slower delivery, and very obvious that he'll take wickets because he's one of the most experienced cricketers in the UAE. Starts off with a wicket.
Beautifully bowled. Like you mentioned, that trademark slower bouncer bowled into the pitch. Ashwant trying to loft that mid-off fielder. Backpedaling Khuzaima bin Tanveer and doing a good job. So Ashwant departs quickly after Adib. And Fujairah in serious trouble now. 67 for 5. So the skipper Azharuddin Qureshi coming in at number 7. Tell us more about him, Shoaib.
Well, a proper Mumbaiker and was my neighbor
As opposed to you.
So we are from the same town, and we've played a lot of cricket actually together. Gully cricket. He used to come to our building to play. His relatives used to stay in our building. So yeah, we have some history. This one's been pulled and pulled away towards the square leg for a single. No, they're going for the second. Oh, he's struggling. And I think he's gone. He has to run all the way back to the dugout, Azharuddin. There was never a second. I think he was chancing the arm of the fielder there. And now he'll have to walk back.
He's absolutely fuming. Your childhood buddy. There was never two there towards square leg. But full credit to the fielder. A tremendous pick up and throw. Bowled into the pitch once again. It was Azharuddin's call, I feel. And Uzair Haidarman, brilliant, right over the sticks. And yep, didn't slide his bat either, but he was well short. And Azharuddin Qureshi, unfortunately, has to depart very first ball. Disaster for Fujairah. They lose the 6th wicket. So bit of a mini collapse here for Fujairah, losing back-to-back wickets in the floating power play, and all going according to plan for the men in red and black. Let's see if Fujairah can recover here. Shival Bawa, very talented young batter, clean striker of the ball. And Zahoor Khan, well, he's sticking to the game plan, that slower bouncer working for him and proving to be very, very effective.
Has bowled really well. Even in the first game for Sharjah, did bowl some really challenging overs, the penultimate over, and gave away around 5 or 6 runs in that over. So clearly, Sharjah rely on the experience of Zahoor Khan, and time again, he's come out and he's delivered for his side. 69 for 6, 2 new batters. Well, you can expect wickets to fall in a 10-over format, but it's the way they have lost those wickets, Fujairah, that is a concern for them. Goes for the Yorker, gets it right, and beats Shahdad, all ends up.
Absolutely nothing you can do with that delivery. Wide Yorker in the block hold. Beautiful bowling from Zahoor Khan. Well, he's been there, done that on the domestic scene for the UAE national team. Form is temporary, class is always permanent.
Absolutely. He's been out of reckoning for the UAE side, but he will definitely want to make a comeback. And he's making the right noises. Played well in the D50 and now in the D10 as well. Making a mark, leaving an impression that he's still got a lot of cricket left in him. The younger cricketers, the younger talent has taken a precedence in the playing 11 or the priority of the UAE cricket, but I'm sure they will keep a close eye on this experienced veteran.
Oh, absolutely. And like you mentioned, he's making all the right moves, performing with the ball, letting his stats do the talking for him. Meanwhile, Shival Bawa, he'll be looking to let his bat do the talking. Very talented hitter, has a bright future ahead of him, but he's facing the UAE's best. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely spot on from Zahoor Khan. What a stunning over. And Fujairah, absolutely no momentum in the batting right now. 70 for 6. Bold move. Ayan Afzal Khan bowling the penultimate over. So definitely, pardon me, a late change in the bowling. It's going to be Shahid Bhutta to bowl his second over. First one was very good. And full credit to Sharjah. Their bowling has been spot on here, Shoaib.
Oh, gets that spot on Yorker and gets it right. The stumps are disturbed. Sound of timber. And Shadad missed a few Yorkers of Zahoor Khan. This time, Shahid Bhutta doesn't miss. Gets his wicket as well. Success for him. Shadad has to walk back.
The good old-fashioned toe crusher. Look at that. Spearing in to middle and off. And he's made an absolute mess of the stumps. Nothing Shahid could have done about that one. That's just the class and quality of Shahid Bhutta. Fujairah reeling at 70 for 7. So new batter coming in is Sanchit Mohan Sharma, UAE all-rounder. Not sure why he's batting so low at number 9 here, Shoaib. He's surely a much better player than that.
Well, he's got long levers, no doubt about that, and has that ability to hit the ball cleanly. I think 12 deliveries in the 10 overs is not a bad time to come for Sanchit. Can he hit a few big blows? Goes for the Yorker again, Shahid. They're looking for the second, but will decide against it. That'll bring Shival Bawa on strike. So now 10 deliveries left. How many more can Fujairah get?
Well, Sharjah's bowling has been absolutely razor sharp this evening. All the bowlers have bowled exemplary spells. And you have to contend with Zahoor Khan in the final over. So do what you can against Shahid Bhutta if possible. Who's bowling with great pace, great accuracy. And so far, this has been the best bowling performance from any side in the D10. It's only day one, of course. But you can see Sharjah have set that blueprint for success. Right in the block hole once again. All you can do is push it into the covers for one. So they'll go heavy on their fast bowling. And they have Ayan Afzal Khan, Khalid Shah, and of course Chirag Suri. What a name to come back on the domestic scene. Really excited to see how he progresses in the D10 this season. It's been a fair while. He did look a bit out of touch in the first game. But like I said earlier, class is permanent. And Chirag Suri is one of the best to ever do it for the UAE. Good to see that fire has been reignited in him. And he's back in the domestic fold.
Catches the call and will be taken. Farhan completes that catch. Another wicket fall. Sanchit Mohan Sharma has been outfoxed by Shahid with that slower delivery. Played way too early, no timing whatsoever. And another wicket falls for Fujairah.
A brilliant deception indeed. From 140, just rolling his fingers over to 115. And Sanchit was much too early in the stroke. Farhan Khan making no mistake at mid-off. Brilliant bowling and rewarded for his efforts. And Fujairah, well, 72 for 8. That's a sad story to tell. Well, we're down to the tail now. Matiullah Khan coming in at number 10. Lovely shiny pads and that helmet. So he's certainly looking spiffy. And getting in line with the ball. That's an encouraging sign. Squeezed away behind point. They're looking for 2. And they will make it just in time. And in fact, overthrows as well. Oh, mishandled. So they'll get 3.
Well, all these runs are bonus runs for Fujairah. Sharjah have done well to restrict them to 75 as of now. They'll want to keep them to as low a total as possible. Talking about Matiullah's pads and helmet, I think he's got them from the ILT20. The Abu Dhabi Knight Riders golden pads, golden helmet was part of that team, if I'm not wrong.
Oh, absolutely. In season 1, he was terrific for them. Was a bit of a surprise package for ADKR, even though they struggled. So good to see our local UAE players getting that recognition. Of course, Mohammad Wasim, a title winner with MI Emirates this season. What a performance he gave in the final, Shoaib.
Well, I think he's a man of big moments. Like when they come, he's the one who grabs them with both hands and a bat. Did that for UAE at the Asia Cup as well, the Asia Premier Cup recently. And you rightly mentioned about his contribution in that final for My Emirates. Shival Bawa, meantime, goes big towards the mid-wicket. And that will be the end of the 9th over. With 9 overs done, Fujairah are 76 for 8.
So final over coming up, apart from Adib Usmani and Ashwant Valthappa's small partnership, it's been a real grind here for Fujairah. And they're up against it. Final 6 deliveries, Zahoor Khan ready to go. Shival Bawa, clean striker of the ball. And he certainly needs to do so now.
No ball.
Slower delivery, and it's a no ball from Zahoor Khan. So an encouraging start for Fujairah. Matiullah, though, will be facing the free hit delivery. And well, close your eyes and swing for the fences. That will be the message to Matiullah Khan. Zahoor does have that tendency to slide over that popping crease on occasion. And he'll be frustrated with that. He's bowled immaculately today at the D10. But just overstepping the mark. Everybody deep on the onside. Third man and fine leg in the circle. So Matiullah Khan, over to you. It's a free hit. Let's see what you can do with it. And that trademark slower bouncer completely left him in a tangle. Beautifully executed there from Zahoor. So the free hit comes to nothing for Fujairah, and it's been that kind of batting exhibition from the men in orange.
It's been something that they'll want to forget as soon as possible. It's a long tournament, this one. So I understand that it's their first game as a side in this D10 format. So they might just need some time to settle in, some fine tuning. And if they can do that, they might just pull off a surprise, because you know that T10 cricket is all about what you do in those 2, 3, 4 overs. Can clearly decide the result of the game. This one's down the leg side from Zahoor. Will be called a wide.
Oh, absolutely. Like you mentioned, it's a long tournament. We have about 45 matches over the next 2 weeks. It'll be double round robins in the group stage. So plenty of time to recover. Meanwhile, attempted Yorker. Yeah, Matiullah did shuffle in his crease, but that was fired down the leg side. Just struggling for some momentum right throughout. Have Fujairah. Slower bouncer slashed behind point. Cover sweeper will get around to it. Will pick up 2. So he's certainly trying to do what he can. But it is very difficult. Khalid having a bit of banter with Matiullah. They're good mates. And I think Khalid is feeling a lot better after seeing the bowling from his bowlers. They've really shown great intensity, great concentration as well. And the fielding has been pretty good throughout. Right in the block, hold pace on, pushed out towards mid-wicket. They're running on the throw and they'll make it in time. Matiullah is a very good athlete, so he has the ability to convert those ones into twos. But the runs are just coming at a drip here. No boundaries and certainly no sixes. It will be a below par score. I'm sure Fujairah were aiming for something around 110, 115. But Sharjah have been absolutely on their A game. Took care of Emirates Blues earlier in the afternoon. And now looking solid against Fujairah as well. Flicked away towards fine leg. A long chase for the fielder. And he'll have to give it up. Well, how about it? Matiullah Khan has hit a boundary. Very nicely done indeed. Read that slower bouncer and just helped it along its way down the leg side. That was a bit too slow from Zahoor, and Matiullah was ready for it. 2 UAE teammates, of course. They must be familiar with his bowling. Just inching towards that 90-run mark. 2 legal deliveries remaining. Well, chance for a run out. And he's made an absolute mess of them, Zahoor Khan. So Matiullah's cameo comes to an end via a direct hit from Zahoor. And back to the dugout he goes.
Just some great fielding from Zahoor. Gets that throw right onto the stumps. Let's look at that again. Goes full, wanted to take that run. Good pick up. All the time in the world to aim at it. And he does well. He's got 3 stumps to aim. Doesn't miss. Matiullah walks back as another wicket falls for Fujairah. And they struggle to get to the triple figure mark as well. Not happening in this game. 11 of 6 deliveries for Matiullah. And Fujairah are now 87 for 9.
So Shival Bawa will be on strike to face the final ball. Matiullah sacrificing his wicket. Can they end it on a high here? Brilliant spell from Zahoor. Low full toss punched out towards the cover sweeper. They run on a throw. And Shival Bawa will be not run out because of a mishandled throw. And in fact, they will get, a direct hit from the deep. I think Shival Bawa may be run out here. And that's a double play. We've seen that in baseball. But first time we're seeing it in the D10. So let's see. Shival Bawa will wait for the decision. That couple was completed. But this was brilliant from Shahid Bhutta. Just looped it up there. And yes, Shival Bawa is run out. So Fujairah have lost all 10 wickets. and concluded at a score of 89 in the allotted 10 overs. That is certainly at least maybe 15 to 20 runs below par here, Shoaib.
Yes, 120 should have been an ideal score. They are well below par and Sharjah will fancy chasing it down. Fujairah walking back into the dugout, and they have their work cut out as well. They've got very few runs to defend. They'll have to take wickets and put pressure earlier on Team Sharjah, who do not have a very deep batting lineup themselves. So if they can get a few early wickets, this match could get interesting. But the news after the first innings is that Fujairah have managed to get to 87, and 88 is what Sharjah will have to chase.
Yeah, losing all 10 wickets in a D10 game, it takes some doing. And very disappointing batting show, to say the least, from Fujairah. But Sharjah, they've done an excellent job, and very contrasting body languages between the two teams. Fujairah looking a bit dejected. Sharjah going in with their heads held high and their shoulders back. And it's over to the batters. Like you mentioned, their batting is a little sketchy. It's a little light. So maybe early wickets can do it for Fujairah as well. They have plenty of quality in the bowling. The likes of Matiullah, Sabir Rao, Azharuddin Qureshi, Sanchit Mohan Sharma as well. So they are certainly capable of turning it around. Well, the batting scorecard tells a very sorry tale for Fujairah. Apart from Adib Usmani and Ashwant Valthappa, only Matiullah Khan getting into double figures. A few extras leaked by Sharjah, but the bowling was absolutely outstanding, and more than a few runouts as well. In fact, 4 of them in that innings. 1 wicket apiece for Farhan Khan and Mohammad Rohid, and Shahid Bhutta was absolutely outstanding. 3 for 15. Zahoor Khan managing a wicket in his 2-over spell as well. As you can see from the follow wickets, there was 17 for 3 at one stage and never really recovered, and in fact lost all 10 on 89. Well, let's take a look at the highlights of the first innings. It was wickets, wickets and wickets for Sharjah. 17 for 3. Adib Usmani and Ashwant taking them with the partnership, and in the end they conclude at 89. So it's going to be 90. That is the target for Sharjah in the second innings. We'll take a short break and be back in a jiffy. Welcome back to the fan code Emirates D10 2024 powered by 7 districts. It's the final encounter of the day, Sharjah versus Fujairah, and a very poor batting performance coming in from Fujairah has left just 90 runs to be chased for Sharjah to go back-to-back wins. Just a required run rate of 9 runs per over. Mohammad Rashid alongside me in the comm box for the run chase. Good evening.
Good evening, Ahmed, and good evening, viewers. It's been a very long time since we shared the combo box together, Ahmed.
It's been too long, Rashid. Glad to have you back.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine.
Well, if you say so. Meanwhile, Fujairah, well, the batting just didn't click for them, did it, Rashid?
Well, I think it's the change of the formats that hasn't worked for them. They just need to get around. It's the first match, early days in the tournament, but they're a very strong side. And so is Sharjah, and these two men out there were going to start the proceedings for Sharjah. Suri making a comeback into domestic circuit. Very nice to see him back on the field, and he did make a good effort in the field, I would say. Very impressive. But they've got 90 runs to chase in 10 overs. Does look like an easy chase, but you never know. It's if Fujairah can manage to get a few wickets early on in the first 2 overs, it can be difficult for Sharjah.
Oh, it certainly can be challenging. And their batting is a touch light, as Shoaib Ahmed mentioned out. Not a lot of depth, a lot of all-rounders and fast bowlers in this team. So this pair certainly has to do a lot of the heavy lifting, so to speak. And it is an opportunity as well for Chirag and Khalid to just spend some time out there in the middle. The required run rate is not very challenging, so they can afford to take some time.
Absolutely, they can. And I think, but the kind of batters they are, I don't think they'll need any sighters. They'll go from ball number 1. And I wouldn't be surprised if Khalid gets off to a very blazing start. And Chirag Suri making a comeback. I think he would need to take some time out there and just make sure that, it gets going early on.
Oh, absolutely. And what I like to see is he's willing to take strike first ball. He did that in the previous game as well. Of course, when you're returning to top-level cricket after a very long time, maybe you just want to remain at the non-strikers and spend some time out there in the middle. But he's like, no, I want to play the first ball and I want to get going.
Well, those are signs of a confident batter, and he was always a very confident batter, Chirag Suri. Very impressive. And I'm really going to enjoy if he gets going and stays out there for some time. Meanwhile, for Fujairah, it's going to be spin to start with. Ashwin Waltapa will be getting the new ball. That's a surprising move, I would say.
Oh, definitely. Used to be a wicketkeeper when he first started out, but now he's certainly been working on his bowling. And bowled quite well in the D50. Was a surprise package as Fujairah went all the way and got the title. So let's see this format. He will be challenged. The batters will come after him. So let's see how he adjusts accordingly. So here we go. Play is the call. Chirag Suri facing the first ball. And good looking square drive. That was always one of his trademark shots, wasn't it?
Yeah, Ashwant Waltapa starting wide outside off stump. That's bread and butter for Chirag Suri. Just a sighter, played it straight to the fielder. But that was definitely a very good shot to start with. And I think that's what probably Chirag would do. He would probably anchor the innings and give as much strike as possible to Khalid Shah at the other end.
Long on and a deep mid wicket in place for Ashwant. Steps into that drive once again. The technique is looking good order. He's timing the ball well. It's just about getting those runs under your belt as well.
Certainly, and I think that was a good 2 deliveries from Ashwant Waltapa. Not bowling anything full. That's the thing that needs to be done here on this wickets. Like you mentioned, 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle.
So far, so good from Ashwant. Oh, that one well bowled again. He didn't take the trap of that slight movement Chirag was doing in his crease, and he kept his line in length.
Very smart from Ashwant Waltapa. He bowled it even slower that time, but didn't move around too much with his length. That was another very good delivery, and Chirag Suri was almost beaten there. Was too early into the shot, but very lucky to be still out there.
No change in the field just yet. Ashwant keeping his eyes locked. Beautifully bowled once again, but he will pick up the single towards mid-on. And Ashwant will be disappointed he didn't field that ball.
First runs on the board for Chirag Suri and Sharjah. Now, how does that affect somebody like Khalid Shah with a batter at the other end who's played 3 dot balls? Although they're not chasing a big total, but players like Khalid Shah then would like to get on with the game and get some runs straight away. It might put some pressure on him.
It certainly might. It'll be interesting to see his reaction. Usually a daredevil, especially in this format. Such a good player. Likes to play the ball square of the wicket on both sides. Very good behind point towards that square leg region. Taking a look at the field, ring field on the offside for him, as Ashwant will be coming around the wicket, and there is a long off and a wideish deep mid wicket as well. And the long off, well, late adjustment, he comes back into the circle, so it's pretty much a mirror image of the field he set for Chirag Suri.
Yeah, better field set. I think this is more better for Ashwant because the ball is drifting into the left-hander. He's not a big turner of the ball, and plus a new ball won't turn too much, so good field setup.
Quiet over so far. Oh, but he's bowled one down the leg side. And adding salt to the wound, it's 5 wides added for Sharjah.
Well, that left and right hand combination definitely hurts the bowlers. On that occasion, Ashwant Waltapa trying a little too hard. That would have been a good delivery to a right-hander. Even the young Tanish Suri couldn't get to that. Way down the leg side, and 5 free runs given away, I would say.
Yeah, Sharjah will take that gleefully. Like you mentioned, Chirag just taking his time in the middle. Khalid Shah yet to face a legal delivery. No change in the field, still a long on and deep mid wicket. It's just a target of 90. An interesting move it was to give Ashwant the new ball. Hasn't quite worked yet. Cut hard in the air, but it's in the gap at cover point. His heart would have been in his mouth, but it's in the gap for 4.
Well, how well did he pierce that gap? Absolutely wonderful from Khalid Shah. Made some room for himself. And look at that. There wasn't much of a gap between those two fielders, but that was precision at his best. 4 very important runs. That'll give him a lot of confidence in the start that Sharjah were looking for.
Yeah, now they're rolling. It was certainly aerial, but like you mentioned, perfectly placed. Maybe he had that square leg umpire as a bit of a bookmark. Aim for him, and I'll be fine. Oh, this has gone up. Long on, settling. And takes the catch. Very nicely done by Mayank Chaudhary. So Ashwant Waltapa strikes early for Fujairah.
Well, this over has been full of drama. There have been runs and lao on the last delivery of the over. Khalid Shah skying one high up in the air. And a very, very well judged catch, I must say, from Mayank. That was miles up in the air. Could have fetched him a lot of air miles. And look at how well he judged that catch. He was very close to the boundary rope and knew exactly where that rope was. Excellent catch at the end. Ashwant Waltapa has done his job. Khalid Shah, shot stay for him. Just 4 of 2 deliveries. Sharjah lose their first wicket in the first over. 10 runs on the board.
So hard hitting all-rounder Mohammad Irfan coming in at number 3. Sabir Ali Rao will be sharing the new ball with Fujairah. Tell us more about him, Rashid.
Well, Sabir Rao is already debuted for UAE. Very experienced bowler. And this is where it counts. Somebody like Zahoor Khan, what he did in the first innings, although he came in towards the fag end of the innings. But I think Sabir Rao will have a different role to play. And I'm sure he will definitely enjoy bowling with the new ball. Has the ability to swing the ball both the ways, and he's got good pace behind him as well. So somebody to watch out for. Now that the wicket has fallen of Khalid Shah, it'll be important to see how they play against Sabir Rao.
2 UAE teammates. Nicely turned around the corner by Chirag. And he's doing the right thing. As long as he's just looking to settle in, give the strike to the hard-hitting Mohammad Irfan.
And a good move, I would say, from Sharjah as well, to send in another left-hander. So keep the left-hand, right-hand combination going. And we know how dangerous Irfan can be. And we know how dangerous Ahmed Khwaja can be.
I was just about to say left-hand, right-hand combination in the com box as well. Who's playing the Chirag Suri? Who's playing the Irfan?
Well, you can take all the experience, Ahmed. I'm the new man in.
Well, not by the state of your beard. It's going a bit white now. Grand old man, that is Mohammad Rashid. Meanwhile, Sabir Rao bowling to Irfan. Oh, attempted bouncer. Waiting for the umpire signal and given as a wide. Yeah, perhaps just beyond those tram lines.
Yeah, like you mentioned, because Irfan is a hard-hitting batter, Sabir will always try to bowl away from him. And in doing so, they can give away a few extras, but they have to be very careful. Just 90 runs on the board to defend, so can't give away too many extra runs. They've already given 6 of them in the 1.1 overs they've bowled so far.
Yeah, extras will certainly be their worst enemy. Sabir Rao, experienced. Let's see if he can bring that experience to the fore and pry out Irfan. Oh, beautifully bowled out swinger. He was interested in a minute, but just bowing out from the shot.
Yeah, good leave at the end from Irfan. Remember, they've just lost their captain Khalid Shah, so they can afford to, like we were talking about how well Fujairah bowled so far, like Sabir Rao with that delivery going away from Irfan. They just need to make sure that they don't lose too many wickets in a heap.
And on the other hand, Sharjah need to keep that scoreboard ticking. Don't allow one batter to just stay on one end, try to hit boundaries and not be able to connect, string those dot balls together. Bowled into the body, swung away, but there is a square leg in position. We'll keep it to 1. I would like to see perhaps a few more fielders in catching positions though for Sabir.
Yeah, I think you're right. Because they don't have too many runs to defend, it's going to be about wickets. If they can pick up the first few wickets early on, and like we were talking about how they don't have a very deep batting lineup, they can find themselves in a bit of trouble, Sharjah. But at the same time, I think with all the experience they've got with Chirag Suri out there, he will definitely be talking to his partner at the other end and trying to calm him down, because it's not a big total they're chasing.
Struck on the pads, but it was clearly going down the leg side, maybe even pitching outside leg. But Sabir definitely getting plenty of swing out there under the floodlights here at the 7 District Sports Club.
That's what happens more often here in Ajman, where we see a lot of movement in the air, especially with the new ball. And like we said, Sabir Rao is a brilliant bowler. He's very skilled, so you'll have to be careful against him. They'll have to target one bowler. With just 2 overs of power play and a floating power play, it's going to be a very strategic game for Sharjah.
Yeah, Chirag Suri was in the middle of a conversation with the umpire when Irfan reminded him, hey mate, we can pick up a leg by. Early days. I'm sure he'll find his feet. Oh, that has been crashed behind point. That is Mohammad Irfan at his best.
You can't bowl wide to him. That was way too wide, and his eyes lit up as soon as he saw that width. And look at that, went like a tracer bullet. Was in the air for a while, but always away from the fielder. What a good shot that was. Excellent 4 runs for Irfan. He's covered up for the over. We didn't have too many runs in this over so far, but that 4 runs will definitely up the ante.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this lad. Love his batting. Throws everything at it. Great on the pull. And an excellent bowler as well. He hasn't been used in the tournament so far. They haven't needed him. They have so many fast bowlers in this side. But he's the kind of player that I would love to see represent the UAE. Dangerous player. Pure all-rounder. Pulled away. Oh, just in front of the mid-wicket. And it was a difficult run out to execute from there. But they have taken a dot ball, in fact. Wasn't a single there. So after 2 overs, not a great start for Sharjah. 18 for 1. Matiullah Khan coming into the attack. Another UAE capped fast bowler. Let's see if he can produce an impact here. Sharjah, it seems like they're holding on to that floating power play for now here, Rashid.
Yeah, and with the power play out of the way, they are allowed 5 fielders outside the circle. The 4 fielders inside, a short third, short fine leg, extra cover and mid-off. With Matiullah taking the ball away from the right-hander. He's got the right field, a deep backward point and a cover point as well. So expect balls to be full and outside off stump, but that can play into the strength of Chirag Suri.
Rushed onto him, pulled away off the front foot. So at least he's rotating the strike early in the over and telling Irfan to do the heavy lifting.
And that's a good move as well. I would want him to stay out there, get used to the conditions. Early days, like you said, they're playing their second game today. And if Chirag Suri can get into groove, they will have that opening slot perfected towards the latter part of the tournament, and that'll be a big advantage to Team Sharjah.
Oh, absolutely. Chirag Suri, one of the finest batters the UAE has ever produced. Gone right till the top level, was even part of an IPL squad in the past, I believe, for the Gujarat Lions, if I'm not wrong. So that just shows the caliber of the man. And he's still about in his late 20s, so he's rediscovered that fire and he wants to compete at the highest level, and that's a great sign for the UAE.
Absolutely. Love to see him. Meanwhile, another very talented bowler is Matiullah.
Oh, attempted Yorker, nicely bowled. Hint of swing in the air for Matiullah as well. And he certainly seems to be up for the contest.
Yeah, they did make a few changes in the field. Looking at how Irfan plays, but that was a wonderful delivery. Don't give him any width. Try to bowl as straight as possible. Have that onside packed. Force him to play across the line, and in doing that, you can extract that shot that can get his wicket as well.
Yeah, fair play to Fujairah. They haven't let Sharjah run away with the contest just yet. Current run rate is just a tick above 7 runs per over. So they're building that pressure. That one rushed onto him. There is square leg out on the fence, so he's bowling according to his field.
Yeah, good bowling from Fujairah. They're doing the right thing, I think. Not allowing too many boundaries to come in. And if they can choke them with the boundaries, it can lead to some aggressive shots, and that's what Sharjah wouldn't want. They're going at 7.5 runs and over at the moment, or even less than that now. It's just 7 runs and over, with the required run rate going over 10 now. That can be a problem.
And they have plenty of variety in their bowling. They have this pure speed of Matiullah, the swing bowling of Sanchit, the left arms angle of Sabir Rao, plus you have Shival Bawa, the off spinner as well. And then you have Ashwant with his mystery spin. So it'll keep them guessing. Pulled away behind square. Long chase for the fielder. Oh, a bit of a slip. And I think he will be able to recover. But they've only managed 2 runs. They should have gotten a lot more.
Yeah, wasn't in control of that shot, Chirag Suri. Didn't play it where he wanted to. Wasn't from the middle of the bat either. Which is why Afaq at deep square was able to get to that ball and cut out the boundary. But they managed to pick up a couple of runs. But you're right. Better running, and they could have probably gotten themselves another extra run with that misfield.
Yeah, this is the format where it's quite difficult to not resort to your muscle memory and try to play across the line. It's very difficult to compose oneself and play the ball on merit. That ball, he could have easily just flicked it behind square, but looking to go across the line. Good bouncer coming in from Matiullah. I think he's up for the contest tonight.
Oh, absolutely. He's all fired up and not giving anything away. Those are good signs for Fujairah, and I think they've done really well so far. Not leaked away too many runs. Matiullah just giving away 4 runs in 5 deliveries. Remember, this is a T10 format, so it's always going to be a batter's game. But the bowler's doing so well with the ball just nipping around a bit, I think, more than we saw in the first 3 games.
Oh, it's certainly talking under floodlights. We've seen that swing for Sabir. Farhan Khan was getting that seam movement as well for Sharjah. So as the day progresses, we start off early in the afternoon when it's an absolute pancake under lights. There's certainly something in there for the fast men. And let's see if the dew arrives to trouble the spinners. That could be a bit of a twist to the scenario. Nicely played. Looking for 2 once again towards square leg. And no, I think that's the right call as well. So tidy over from Matiullah, only 5 off it. Sharjah are 23 for 1. Sanchit Mohan Sharma coming on to bowl. Tell us more about him, Rashid.
Well, for once, you like to call him SMS. But another very brilliant bowler. Just recently made his debut for UAE. And another very talented. I love the way he's upped his pace. And he's got the ability, like many other bowlers, to bowl both ways. So very interesting choice this to bring in Sanchit Sharma.
Let's see how he goes. Outswinger to open up, and beautifully played by Chirag Suri. Just using the pace of the bowler against him, opening the face of the bat and glide it for a boundary.
Well, that's the Chirag Suri we know. Not too much energy required to play those kind of shots. And that's what he did so well initially when he was in the scene. Just using the bowler's pace, looking at the field and smartly getting 4 very easy runs for himself. Excellent shot to start the over. Pressure on Sanchit.
Yeah, he could have easily wanted to drill that ball hard through extra cover, but he's like, no, just open the face of the blade, use the field, manipulate the field, and gets a pretty boundary. And he does it again. Chirag Suri, absolutely glorious.
Oh, magnificent. Back-to-back boundaries for Chirag Suri. This man can do nothing wrong now. That's absolutely wonderful. Better than the first one, I would say. This time he had full control of the shot. And how well did he pierce that gap? Absolutely wonderful, majestic.
He makes the game look easy, does Chirag Suri. Look at that. Just a deflection into the gap. And you know it's a good shot when the fielders are looking at each other and saying, what am I supposed to do?
And straight away there's a force change in the field. They've got a deep third in place for him. And square leg back in the circle. So he has to be very, very accurate with his line and length.
Oh, shuffling in the crease. And down the leg side, flicked over fine leg. And it's the first maximum for Chirag Suri.
Well, he's definitely back in the groove. That's an excellent shot. Playing with the mind of Sanchit Sharma. Forcing him to bowl down the leg side, and look at that. How well has he played that? Once again, effortless, I would say. No need for any power whatsoever.
Fantastic shot. And he baited the bowler to bowl him that line. And he's punished him. So he's turned it around very quickly. 20 of 13. We thought it would take him a bit longer to find his groove. But that's a class player for you. Just needs a bit of a sighter. Find his timing. And now he's counter-attacking with style.
You know what they say, form is temporary, class is permanent. And Chirag Suri definitely in the groove now. He's played 3 magnificent shots, fetching him 14 runs already.
Great batting. Low full toss, jabbed away towards the cover sweeper. So Sanchit, he's not backing away from bowling that full length.
Yeah, just too wide there. Very lucky that it was another boundary. Could have easily taken the outside edge and no third on the boundary rope. But there's definitely a lot of pressure on Sanchit Sharma. 52 of 38, that's the equation for Sharjah. With 9 wickets in hand, you would favour the batting side. And Fujairah, they would want wickets, they would want him now.
Oh, absolutely. Even though they haven't let Sharjah run away with the game, but even one expensive over can prove to be absolutely fatal. Round the wicket to Irfan. Full toss. And he's just bunted it away to point. And I think he was caught by surprise.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Otherwise, a full toss, Irfan, wide outside off stump, width offered. He would have definitely gone for it. But I think they've probably realized that they've gotten a lot of runs in the over as well. So they can't afford to lose a wicket. Not give away any wicket to Sanchit Sharma.
Yeah, why give them an opening when you have the game firmly in your control? 51 needed of 37 is pretty pedestrian in the D10 format with 9 wickets in hand. And Sanchit needs to find his range here. Another low full toss, just pushed out towards long on. Chirag Suri will keep the strike. 40 for 1. Well, this is a bold move coming in from Sharjah. Floating power play taken in the 5th over, and Ashwant Valthappa is stepping up to deliver it.
Well, bold moves from both the sides. But I think from Sharjah's point of view, I think this is a right move. Both the batters are set. They don't want a new batter to come in and take the power play. But for Fujairah to bring in a spinner, I think that's very brave.
It was Chirag Suri conveying the message to umpire GB Alex. Mate, get them all into the circle. I'm looking to go big here. And that's the right approach. You need to be ahead of the game in D10. You need to outwit your opposition. Keep them guessing. And let's see if this works out for Sharjah. Ringfield on the offside. Long on and deep mid wicket. And he just follows Chirag Suri there. Nicely bowled. And he hands it over to Irfan.
A good start by Ashwant. Saw Chirag Suri coming down the track, pulled his length back. And nicely done by Chirag at the end to pick up a single. They can't afford to not get too many runs, because then it'll put more pressure on them, because they don't have a power play to go in the next sort of 5 overs. So this is a very important 5 deliveries for both the teams. If Fujairah can pick up a wicket here, that will definitely allow them to bowl a good or quiet power play over. But if Sharjah can get some runs on the board, that will make it easier for them to chase it down.
Interesting battle. Oh, he's heaved it towards long on and taken. So the floating power play backfires on Sharjah and Irfan holds out to long on.
Well, that was a very good delivery. Didn't allow the elevation for Irfan to go over long on. And what a good catch by Sanchit Sharma on the boundary rope. That was travelling. That was a fiercely hit shot. That was the last thing Sharjah wanted. A wicket to fall in the power play overs. Irfan sadly has to make his way back. 7 of 8 deliveries. Second wicket down. 41 on the board.
So Uzair Haidarman coming in at number 4. Another power striker of the ball, if there ever was one in the UAE, Rashid.
Yeah, very, very talented. I think he's coming in at the right spot as well. Number 4. 2 right-handers out there in the middle now for Sharjah. 41 for 2. But I think a good move. That move has paid off for Fujairah to bring in a spinner in the power play over.
Yeah, Ashwant, he's been very impressive. 2 for 11. Oh, that has been hit straight to the cover fielder. Back-to-back wickets for Fujairah. And now Sharjah are on the back foot.
Well, that wasn't a very good shot from Uzair. Not the kind of shot you would play playing your first delivery. I would have probably wanted him to get off the mark with a single. Look at that. The idea was right, but straight into the hands of the fielder. With the power play going on, we have a packed offside field. Good catch taken by Mayank. Uzairman gone for a first ball duck. Checked out before he could check in. 41 for 3 after 4.3.
Well, Ashwant Valtappa is on a hat-trick. And Sharjah are under pressure. Player of the match of the previous game, Rojit Ganesh, coming in at number 5. Technically sound, busy at the crease. But this is a big moment in the game. And you bowl one down the leg side.
Well, anticlimax. Ashwant Valtappa getting 2 wickets back-to-back and putting Sharjah on the back foot. 42 for 3. And remember, they'll not have the power play over. Now, is it going to be considered as a hat-trick delivery or not?
Well, I was about to ask you that.
No, there's a run scored, so technically it's not a hat-trick delivery.
Let's see then. Oh, inside edge. Played it close to the body. Good fielding at square leg. So no single on offer. So, well, the hat-trick is gone, but this match is well and truly alive.
What a spell this has been from Ashwant Valtappa. 3 wickets, just 12 runs. He's got a couple more deliveries to go, but remember, he's bowled in the power play overs. So a lot of credit should be given to how he's bowled. Very well disguised deliveries from Ashwant Waltapa.
Well, there is certainly something to work with for the UAE. He's been capped by the senior team as well. And if he keeps bowling mystery spin like this,
Stop that.
nicely played by Rojit, and he will take a quick single. As I was saying, if Ashwant can keep developing his bowling like this, I think we could have a very, very handy all-rounder on our cards.
Absolutely. Comes in the middle order, left-hander. So that's another important aspect for UAE. We've got a new sponsor in, powered by sponsor 7 Districts.
Oh, absolutely, our lovely hosts here at the 7 District Sports Club, and one of our leading partners of the Emirates D10 as well. Oh, Chirag Suri, glorious. Down on one knee, elevating it over fine leg in the circle. And he picks up yet another boundary with utmost ease and class. Look at that. Just flipped it over. And no chance for the fine leg. So at the halfway stage, 47 for 3.
Captain Nazaruddin coming into bowl. First one outside the off stump. Oh, mighty close. Not given by the umpire. I thought, for one, that was a wide. Well, maybe Odi can correct me here. Welcome, Odi.
Thank you very much, Faizan. Yeah, that was a very close call, but umpire just thinking otherwise. Perfect delivery right onto the wickets, and that could be close. A wayward throw. No damage done though.
Chirag Suri has been playing really well. He's an experienced head on his shoulders. Brilliant cricketer. Very flamboyant, very smooth, pleasing to the eye. Just like the place I've been to recently. Came a day before yesterday, Latvia. He's like that to me. Very pleasing to the eye.
Yeah, that is one reason you're looking so fresh today, Faizan.
That's another reason why my hat is out. Just in case you're wondering. That why am I wearing my vacation hat on commentary duties? My body might be here, my soul is still in Latvia.
Good one there. Rajit Ganesh has just walked in. Another very handy batter for Team Sharjah. Their services would be needed tonight. Oh, good delivery again. Just bowling it wicket to wicket. Usually he's a very economical bowler. Likes to keep it simple.
Well, that's a no ball. Very poor from a spinner. Overstepping, and that to the captain of the side. So it was a good start to the over. But now a no ball ensures that they are going to get a free hit here. Just 39 more to get of 27 deliveries. They're looking good, Sharjah. And a bonus delivery. He's gone big. It's going. It's gone. 6 to Chirag Suri.
Well, that is a monstrous hit coming from the blade of Chirag Suri. It was in his arc, in his zone, and he's not going to spare. He's capitalized on that free hit delivery. Have a look at that.
And a poor delivery, that free hit ball. It was right under the bat, half volley if you will. Giving the license to Chirag Suri to go big. He's looking good, 34 of 19. I'm very pleased with the kind of performance that he's shown after coming back in this tournament. He's a solid batter. He's got all the shots in the book. Very classy, Chirag Suri, although that's a dot ball there.
Yeah, great.
In fact, they've taken a single, mind you. Sorry about that.
Yeah, great to have Chirag Suri back in the field. Didn't have a very good outing in that previous game, but have a look at that. Has played a magnificent knock and has put his team into a very commanding position.
Oh, this has taken the glove. They are appealing for it. If it hits on the glove, it cannot be given leg before the wicket. Azharuddin still inquiring with the umpire. That will end the over. 12 runs off it. Sharjah looking good. 59 for 3 after 6. 31 more required of 24 balls. That's the batting guard for you. Nothing much with Khalid Irfan and Uzair. It's been Chirag Suri all the way. 35 of just 20. And 4 of 6 for Rajat, who was the man of the match in the last game, mind you. Those 9 extras might just hurt them a little bit. Fujairah, they haven't been as clinical as they were at the D50. Maybe a change of formats. Maybe they're taking this as a warm-up game. As Shahdad comes into bowl, will bowl his leg spin. In total control, Sharjah as of now. 59 for 3 after 6, going at almost 10 runs and over. Courtesy Chirag Suri. What a knock. That is what champions are made of. Great comeback from Chirag Suri. After such a long break, it's not easy to come and play your shots right away.
Oh, that's picked away towards that mid-wicket. Just a single, so what a time to come to ball. Just 31 required. I think that's a bit too much to ask from Shahdad. Well, he does pick wickets for his team, but I think it's going to be an easy task from here onwards. 30 runs in 23 deliveries. With 7 wickets in hand, Faizan, I think it's not going to be a very difficult ask.
Yeah, if it was up to me, I would put all my money on Sharjah. They're looking good, but they're in control. They are not doing anything silly. We've seen a few rash shots in the middle, and they've lost wickets then. They need someone like a Chirag Suri with a very cool head on his shoulders to carry through the second innings. Good looking shot this, straight to the fielder, only a single.
Yeah, that is exactly what they need to do. They don't need to play those big shots. They can just do it with singles and doubles and find those odd bad deliveries and hit those for fours. Well, this is brilliant stuff here from Team Sharjah. Playing the second game, and they're on the verge of winning this one.
But this is T10. A couple of good deliveries can just change the course of the game. If those couple of good deliveries go for sixes, then it goes towards the batting side. If those couple of good deliveries can get 2 good wickets, then the game and the momentum will go towards the bowling unit. So it's just a matter of couple of good deliveries here.
I completely agree with you on there, Faizan. Spot on. That is the beauty of this format. You're always in the game. And a couple of wickets from here onwards, and we'll be looking at the tail of Team Sharjah. Well, they don't have a huge batting lineup, or rather a long, lengthy batting lineup. So another wicket from here onwards, especially if you can just pick a wicket of Chirag Suri, the match will be very interesting.
There's a calm on the wicket right now. Is that the calm before the storm? We'll have to wait and watch. Is there a twist in the tail? Can Fujairah make a comeback with those kind of deliveries? I think they can. That was a beautiful ball. Completely bamboozled the batter there. That would end the over. Just 4 runs off Shahdad's first over. 7 gone, 63 for 3. Captain Azharuddin coming into bowl here. Not a very good first over from him. He also bowled a no ball, which was for 6. Chirag Suri departs. Has he? I think he had started to walk away, but the umpire gives it not out. The reaction from Chirag Suri was not very convincing. Trying the reverse. Did it touch? The way he got up, I for a moment thought that he was going to walk away. But the umpire has given it not out. And that is what matters. He goes for the shot once again. He's not very good with that shot. He doesn't need to do that, Chirag. He's very good. He looks solid when playing those proper cricketing shots. And that's his forte. Not a good shot. Back-to-back bad shots coming in from Chirag. And lucky to be still out there.
Yeah, absolutely, Faizan. It's very surprising. He's going for those switch hits. It's not required at the moment. Just 27 runs. He can just knock it around and play shots like these. What a brilliant shot. And I think that's touched the skirtings here. And he signaled that for. So that's more like it. Playing inside out. And mind you, a very difficult shot to execute, Faizan.
Absolutely. He's a brilliant batter when he looks to play through those areas. Chirag Suri, he doesn't need to do much. Just keep on playing. What a shot. Dancing down. Hitting it straight to the fielder. But the fielder, the momentum that the ball carried, the fielder could not stop it before it reached the fence. Poor bit of fielding. Some bonus runs coming in for Sharjah here. But a good shot from Chirag Suri. That's more like Chirag Suri that we know of. And again, down the ground. This time it took Azhar's hand on the way. Chirag Suri has been pretty lucky in this particular over.
Well, Faizan, this game is not over by any means. As you said earlier, a couple of wickets from here onwards, and this game will become very interesting. Mind you, a new batter coming in. It's not an easy task to just come in and start going bang, bang right on.
Yeah, the good thing for them is Chirag is well settled, 42 of 26, and Rojat was the player of the match in the last game. So he's in form as well. Oh, inside edge. It was too close to him to play that shot. Only a single again. So good comeback over from Captain Azharuddin. Just 5 runs coming off the first 4 balls. And that too with a boundary. So good comeback from Azharuddin. Look at that once again. It was too full to play that shot. Not a good shot from Rojat.
Yeah, I think he just premeditated that shot. And he should have played on the merit. Fuller delivery, nicely guided towards long on. Looking for 2. And will get it comfortably. So this is excellent cricket. Getting 2 important runs and getting closer to that victory. 19 required of 12. 71 for the loss of 3 in 8.
Still a ball to go in this over, mind you. So 18 of 13. This game is still wide open. 72 for 3. Tossed up. Full toss. Played in the gap. They're running too. They're running hard. And he gets there easily eventually. So 2 runs to end the over. He's given away 23 in his 2 overs, Captain Azharuddin. And now just 16 more required of 12 deliveries. Sharjah in control, 74 for 3 after 8.
Right, then just the 16 runs required in 12 deliveries. Can Matiullah pick up a wicket here for his team? He's given away just the 5 runs. Oh, good delivery. Good shot delivery. And that just hurried on to the batsman. but they will scamper back for a second. Well, this is very unfortunate for Matiullah, and excellent coordination from these batters.
Yeah, brilliant running between the wickets. It was a very good delivery, mind you. Nothing wrong with the ball. Rojit was very late on that delivery. It was quick, fiery, right under his chin as well, on his chest height. Very difficult to go get those away. Chirag Suri is just 4 shy of his well-deserved half-century. This is, mind you, his comeback tournament. He's coming back after a gap of around 1.5 years now. And that's a long time to be staying away from cricket. Your fitness goes for a toss, but he looks good. He looks good out there. He's moving fast. His hand-eye coordination is brilliant. This is up in the air. Somebody's getting underneath. Somebody will get to it. There's the twist in the tail that I was talking about. A wicket just at an unopportune time for Sharjah here. Look at that once again.
Well, this is top quality bowling. Once again, bowling it shorter and just waiting his pace, bowling it slower. And the batter just hitting it straight up in the air, and a very good catch.
Yeah, very, very good catch there on the boundary. He was well aware of the boundary ropes. Well taken. Still Sharjah's game to be won, but they've made an inroad here. Fujairah, 76 for 3 now, 8.1 gone. Atilla continues, wrapped on the pads. This is a loud appeal. Not given by the umpire. He cannot believe it. It's Shahid Bhutta, who played a gem of a knock in the last match. 20 of just 8 deliveries. Leg bye given by the umpire. It was mighty close, but for me, it was drifting a little down the leg side.
Well, Matiullah, he's on fire. What an absolute peach of a delivery. And just was drifting towards that leg side. And a very good decision once again by the umpire. While Matiullah, clearly we can see he's generating that extra pace. He's charged up. He's already picked up a wicket. Well, this is getting interesting. Another wicket from here onwards, and I'm telling you, Faizan, this is going to be a very fascinating game.
You don't tell me. I was telling you the same thing, and you were like, it's going to be very easy. Cakewalk for Sharjah. I was saying that there was a twist in the tail. So you don't get to tell me, Odi. Oh, hit him on the hip. Still a single. Chirag Suri not happy about that because this was a little down the leg side. The fine leg was inside the circle. And just a tickle would have taken it to the boundary. This is hanging in the balance. Good over here. Anything can happen. Just 3 runs off this over. And a wicket from Matiullah in his first 3 deliveries. He's looking good.
Well, whatsoever the result would be, this man, Matiullah, he's done a phenomenal job. Have a look at those figures. Just 7 runs given. And now just those couple of more deliveries left, and very crucial ones.
Oh, that's gone. Dispatched. Disappeared. Out of the park. Into the second oval. That's hit the moon and come back. Beautiful.
Well, this is tremendous striking. Once again, banged in shot, and he's hit that towards that orbit. Well, that is a gigantic hit. And now, and this game has very much swung away back to Team Sharjah.
Very ordinary effort from that gentleman trying to catch that ball. I'm glad it did not break his fingers because it was too high. The game now belongs to Sharjah. Just 7 more in fact to get. Oh, that leg before the wicket appeal against Shahid Bhutta. It was mighty close. Could have gone either ways. They're going for a 2 here. Chirag Suri returns back safely. Good running between the wickets. Good over from Matiullah. He's not happy. Still 6 to get. 5 to get, in fact, to win this from 1 over. So last over, Sabir Ali coming into bowl. Can he produce some magic here? We'll have to wait and watch. Chirag just 4 shy of his half century. Well deserved. This is up in the air. It's going to drop in no man's land. And a single. So Shahid Bhuta is going to be on strike. Just 4 to get of 5 deliveries. That was just a single there. So the target is 90, mind you. Please excuse me, I thought the target was 91. So just 3 to get now of 5 deliveries.
Yeah, Chirag Suri just trying to finish that game with style, but just not getting that ideal connection. He might be just stranded on 47, 3 short of his half century. Oh, swung in and played nicely, flicked away. That's going towards the boundary, and that will be it. That will be the second win of the day from Sharjah.
Yeah, Bhuta was up to the mark in both the matches. He played a gem of a knock of 20 runs and 8 deliveries in the first match, and then 12 runs of 4 in the second match. Came out at a situation where things were a little tense for Sharjah. But what a knock. Bow down to Chirag Suri's 47-run knock. He held one end together and scored runs quickly as well. Beautifully played this one. Drifting onto the pads. Right from the meat of the bat. Didn't try to hit it too hard. Just placing it in the gap. Brilliant. Match 4. Day 1. Sharjah winning by 6 wickets. And Sharjah becomes the only side to have won 2 games in day 1. There were 2 games for Dubai as well, mind you. They lost both. So Sharjah would be on the top of the table as of now. Reaching 91 in just 9.2 overs with 6 wickets in hand. That will be the last game of the day at the fan code Emirates D10 2024 powered by 7 districts. We'll take a look at the scorecard, and the most prolific runs would be shown from the bat of Chirag Suri, making a comeback in the D10 after a long while. In fact, not just a little while, a long while. It's good to see everyone acknowledging Suri's efforts. Brilliant to see a stalwart of UAE cricket making a comeback and proving to his team that he's still got it. 47 of 30 not out. Look at that. The second best score is by Shahid. Just 12 of 4. So he was the mainstay of this batting. Chirag Suri, a 4, a 7, a not, and a 9 from the other batters in the top order. 12 extras. That's going to hurt Fujairah in a low-scoring game. Not good. They need to work this out. Look at the bowling. Ajman Thapa, the pick of the bowlers there, picking up 3 wickets, changing the game completely. 2 overs, 17 runs. Sabir Ali bowled well for his first over. Matiullah bowled really well for his first over. Was taken for a 6 in his second over, but picked up a wicket as well. Changed the game, made it more interesting. Sanchit Mohan Sharma, very expensive. 1 over, 17 runs. He's lost a little shine Sanchit Sharma, but he can always make a comeback. He's a brilliant, talented youngster. Those overs from Azharuddin Qureshi and Sanchit Mohan Sharma are the overs that did the most of the damage for Fujairah bowling. Mohammad Shehzad bowled 1 over and gave away just 4 runs. So 9.2 overs, 12 extras, 91 for 4. Let's take a look at the highlights of this second innings. Ashwant Walthapa was hit high in the air and Khalid Shah departed. Didn't do much. In fact, Irfan played a few good shots, but Chirag Suri made sure that the runs were taking over. He's very good in that region, backward of point, and what a shot this was. Very quick pickup. Then Ashwant Walthapa picked up a wicket of Irfan. That was the second wicket to go down, and a wicket on the very next ball. Uzairman doing nothing at all. Azharuddin was taken for a few. That one from Chirag Suri on a free hit was huge. Then this one. Look at the momentum on the ball, the pace on the ball. The fielder could not stop it from going to the boundary. Another wicket. A good catch on the boundary. And there we thought that there was a twist in the tail. That never happened, because that 6 came in from Shahid Bhutta's bat out of nowhere. And then it was a boundary to finish the proceedings from Shahid Bhutta. Brilliant performance once again. Clinical performance once again coming in from the Sharjah unit. That's the summary of the match. Fujairah scoring an underwhelming 89 runs in their allotted 10 overs. Good knock coming in from Adib Usmani and Ashwant Walthapa, but nothing much from the other batters. Shahid Bhutta picked up 3 wickets. 15 runs is all he gave away in his 2-over spell. Farhan Khan was brilliant as well. 14 runs in his 2 wickets. Zaur Khan, exemplary as always. 2 overs, 1 for 16. Shahid Bhutta then amongst the run getters as well. 12 of 4. A very important knock. It might not mean a lot in terms of pure numbers, but it was a very important knock. He came out, absorbed the pressure from Chirag Suri and hit those boundaries. But what a knock once again from Chirag Suri. 47 not out of just 30 deliveries, holding the innings together and scoring those shots fluently. Well, Sharjah winning comfortably by 6 wickets, and that's the end of match number 4. We're going to take you down to the presentation area. Let's go for the presentation here.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the post-match presentation of the fan code Emirates D10 2024, powered by 7 districts. In match number 4, Fujairah versus Sharjah. It was Sharjah who elected to bowl first, and they restricted Fujairah to a score of 89 runs for the loss of all 10 wickets, and in the end they chased it down with 4 balls to spare. Notable performances: Chirag Suri on his comeback trail with a wonderful 47 not out. But it's time to give the player of the match medallion. It will be presented by Mr. Iftikhar Ali, our match referee, and it goes to the outstanding fast bowler for Sharjah, Mohammad Shahid Bhutta. 2 overs, 3 wickets for 15 runs. And then with the bat, a quick fire, 12 not out of just 4 deliveries to seal the deal for the men in red and black. शायद बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो. नई टीम, नया चैलेंज, लेकिन बहुत ही बेहतरीन परफॉर्मेंस. बॉलिंग पे इस पिच में बताइए कि आपका क्या गेम प्लान था?
Thank you first of all, and bowling mein plan basically I'm bowling death overs, so it's a plan. Mostly we go with the Yorkers and the slow ones. So pitch thoda tricky hai, thoda sometime ball ruk ke aata hai, to it's sometime in the favor of the bowler.
Well, we know you have a lot of pace in your bowling, but your batting, I had never seen you bat first, but that humongous 6 you hit in that second oval, tell us more about that.
Yeah, I practiced a lot about these 6s, and I'm doing for this my team Gems Education, and thankfully got 1 medal. Yeah.
You really did middle it, and 2 wins on the opening day of the D10. How much confidence would that give to the dugout of Sharjah?
Always feel very well, you know, a win under your belt. Always feel team is very confident, gelled in. Boys are getting each other's back, and that's just very fun.
And who would you like to dedicate this Player of the Match award to?
I've talked to my parents before the match, and to them.
Well, that's wonderful and very well played, Shahid.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Well, that was the lovely Shahid Bhutta dedicating his Player of the Match award to his parents. That's all from the post-match presentation. Let's head back to the comm box.